everybody is doing well. This month, April, is Autism Awareness Month. So in observance of that, we're going to read a book called All My Stripes. And that's a book that shows that we're all a little bit different. And, every one of us is unique and special. And we have things that we're good at and some things that are a little bit harder for us. And that's what makes us so interesting, is that we have all these different pieces, because otherwise everybody would be the same. And if we were all the same, how boring would that be? So this book is written by Shaina, Rudolph, and Danielle, and it's illustrated by Jennifer Zivoin. This month, April, we're studying trustworthiness, and trustworthiness is really important, because if you want to be a good friend, or if you want people to believe in you and count on you, they have to know that they can trust you. And I'm really lucky because I work with some really great people. On the call is Dr. Polychronakos and Mr. Coniglione, and I trust them so much. I know that there's nothing that I can't count on them for. And also, I have two special friends that you can't see on the call, but they're here recording it. It's Mr. Heberer and Mr. Frances, and they every week work really hard to make sure that all of our technology needs are being met. And they're the people who are running all this learning that we're doing at home. So they're really important people, and I'm very lucky that I can trust them to help us. Okay, so let's go to the first page. Zane ran home as fast as he could. "Nobody gets me, Mama." Mama hugged Zane. He began to tell her all about his bad day. I'm sure we've all had bad days like that, where you feel like you're just the only one, you don't fit in.
Especially nowadays, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, well, this morning in art class, the teacher started a hoof painting project. I didn't want to get paint on my hooves, so the teacher gave me a paintbrush. All the other zebras noticed and were making fun of me because they didn't understand why I wouldn't use my hooves.
Mama said, "I bet that made you feel different from the rest of the group." Zane replied, "It did, but paint is just too weird to touch." During math class, the fire alarm blared loudly. When the children in my class were getting in line quietly, I hid under the desk, screaming and covering my ears. The class left without me, and I was scared until the firefighters found me.
When the class came back from lunch, everyone was putting their lunch boxes in their cubbies. Some classmates were talking about playing a video game. I played all the time, but I didn't know how to start talking to them.
I started talking about all the things I know about the game, but since I was staring at the floor, nobody knew I was talking to them. When the other kids walked away, I started talking louder. I really wanted them to hear me, but everybody was just getting ready for science class.
We sat down for science, and we were learning about our planets. Our teacher gave us each planet to draw, but I wanted to create my own. When it came time to present, I felt different from the rest of the class again. My teacher loved my planet and said, "Hey, whatever floats your boat." I spent the rest of the afternoon looking for a boat in the classroom.
Sometimes people say things and somebody else can interpret it a different way, right, and it could really hurt someone's feelings.
Right, and that's the total example of figurative language. Is your boat really floating? So we have to learn to understand all those different techniques and innuendos.
Zane was crying. "How come everyone sees is my autism stripes?" Mama carried Zane over to the mirror. "When I look at you, I see many different stripes. If one of them were missing, you wouldn't be the same."
Ooh, I see your pilot stripe. When we get lost in the city, you always remember the way home.
Your caring stripe makes you act kindly towards others. When your classmates think it's funny to bully other kids, you come to the rescue. That's a nice quality.
Yeah, it's a great one. Your honesty stripe lets me always trust your word. When the other parents have to worry that their kids aren't telling the truth, I know you always are.
My favorite stripe is your curiosity stripe. When all the other kids are falling asleep in class, you always want to know more. I love when you come home and tell me everything you've learned. Sometimes you ask me questions and I don't even know the answers.
Mama pointed out the rest of Zane's amazing stripes. The more stripes she explained, the better Zane began to feel about himself. And by the time she was finished, Zane loved himself again.
Zane ran outside, feeling the warmth of the sun. Finally, he felt proud of all his stripes. He said, "There's more to me than just my autism stripe. It's just a part of me. The other parts make me whole. I love each stripe because without them, I wouldn't be me.
That's actually a great message, to know that, people consist of so many different qualities and you accept them, all of it together is what makes them who they are.
Sometimes people think that, because you don't talk right away or, you feel uncomfortable that you're maybe nasty or mean. And, that's not the case. Maybe, I'm shy and it's hard for me to walk into a group and start talking to people. So
not Mr. Coniglione, though.
And not Mr. Coniglione.
He has that stripe. I know Dr. Quinn and I don't have that stripe.
We definitely have that stripe. Dr. Polly and I are missing.
I tell you, you all have one stripe that is pretty impressive, and that's the caring stripe, and that certainly means a lot.
Aw.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the hair stripe.
Yeah.
No, I don't have that one.
Well, I have gotten together a variety of different activities that I'm going to share with your teachers and your principal, and we're going to push out a bunch of different ideas. If you'd like to work on any of the Stripe projects and share them back with us or share them with your teachers, just give it a good time to learn and grow a little bit more.
Yeah, and put them onto our Facebook because I'm really enjoying, the emails that I'm getting and the pictures that I'm seeing on the Facebook. Our Comstock School District Facebook, because then it lets me know that you're really reading the book and that you understand the message that we're giving to you, and it's such an important message. And I know we're not here to read them to you in person and go visit you, but we miss you very, very much.
Very much.
Yeah, we can't wait till we see you again.
And as much as it's important for them to see us, we want to hear from them too, because it really makes our days.
Right. It always makes us feel so much better because it is hard for us too to not be with you every day. So, when you send us a message, we get to see you and that makes us feel much better about what's happening right now. But it won't be that much longer. Soon we'll be back together.
Well, we hope you enjoyed the story.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone.